Hello friends, it's Julie Norman, and today we're going to talk about something that I lost footage for in my last video, and that is my new task manager thing. This is an upgrade for me, I think, from my Kanban board, and I will link that video for you so you can kind of see what I did for a little while. It's not my best video, but maybe not my worst based on views, but it's really it's not great. The thing about the Kanban board is that it was nice for a while, but it got a little tedious setting it up and taking it down and sticking all the sticky notes back and forth, and then I'd walk by, or my dog would walk by, or my husband, and some of them would come off, and then I'd lose a task. I stopped using it, and I've been doing basically paper stuff since. I had this idea, watching junk journal videos, on making a fold-out that would fit into my planner. I use this, you see, wide size traveler's notebook, and the wide size books, and I wanted it so it would fit in here into just another one of my strings, and I won't put it in here now, I can do that at the end, but it basically slips in here like any of the other inserts. And if I wanted to, I could put, if I did this, I could slide it underneath an insert like that. So there's multiple uses for these kinds of things. It took me over the course of probably a couple weeks to figure out how I wanted this to go. And I did start because I knew I wanted it to fold out. And this is actually made from a file folder. I was trying to show my friends how this worked. Hello, Chelsea. Actually, before I showed her this, she said, I want you to do a video on how you manage your cleaning schedules. Poor girl. Because I really don't have a cleaning schedule. I don't really clean a lot. I just told her I don't clean. It's not exactly true, but with the chronic issues, and it's only my husband and I and the dog. I made this out of a file folder. So this is basically a file folder. I opened it up, so opened it up, the tab things are on the sides, and then I took out one of my inserts, and I measured, as much, my scientific measuring method. I just figured out how long it was. See here, right there. Just make a little dent and fold this up at that spot. So this is the file folder still, and now it would fold like that. But we want it to fold into itself, and so I kind of measured where that would hit there, and I made that a little bend in there. This is not by any means like highly accurate. If you want to, you can measure and be highly accurate. Oops, I'm getting off here. I'm not going to do a complete make with me unless you guys really want me to do one. There's videos, I can probably link a video that has it. And then I did the same thing on the other side where I figured out, lined this binding up with the center. And I wanted it this wide, so I just did a little bit of a fold indent where it was. You can actually mark and measure again, but I just eyeballed it and folded it in like that. And that is how I made this. Actually, this is a little bit bigger. So there's my wildly accurate measurements. Sarcasm is a gift. When you open it up and it opens it up. And these can become pockets. Or you can cut this and you can flip this flap around and it can be a pocket into the back. So that is the basis of what I made. Very effective, but it also is very simple. So I did get some distressing inks, and I used some book pages from a hymnal, and I had some printables left over from my kit. What I wanted to do was, I was thinking cleaning fairy. This is what do I need to do today, my daily schedule. Instead of writing it down every day, do I have one of those in here? But just like, for instance, here. Just every day, what to do. Edit video, write, laundry, dishes, dinner, coop. These kind of things, they happen basically every day. Why do I need to write it down every day? And I go back and forth between that. Sometimes I want to write it all down every day, and sometimes I don't. Being frank, this may not always be used. It is something that right now I'm feeling like I want. So I go back and forth on the method. I liked the cleaning fairy idea, so I got my antiquarian sticker book out and found a few things. And then the butterfly has been a theme for me with the last year with health issues and such. And then I thought, well, I want to have some word here. And then this word came to me, transform. I love that. So the butterfly and the getting your wings and learning how to fly again. That's been kind of my theme this last year, is trying to figure out how do I fly again. I haven't figured that out yet. But I think that might be my word for next year. This year has been flourish. I don't know if that's been highly successful, but I've tried. In the first opening, I have the little letter that I like to include in my journal every morning. That's basically Good Morning, Beloved. Today is a beautiful gift from God, fresh and new. Focus on God today. And I've got a little pocket here. And I don't know where this came from, but I thought I'd stick it in there. And then I have these pockets here, and there's 5 of them, and there's supposed to be 6, but I accidentally glued the top closed, so I decorated it, because if you're going to mess up, you might as well make it pretty. This is days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I have different days, like maybe I'm going to Swiffer on Friday. Maybe I'll dust on Tuesday. I need to deliver something on Tuesday too. Maybe I'm going to edit my video on Wednesday. I'm going to stock my antique booth on Monday. So it doesn't have to be a set day of the week for things, because every week is probably going to look different. All right, here is the crux. This is what I look at during the day. And this is, let me just take all this out so you can see it fresh. This is what I played around with. It took me like a week or 2 to play around with this to figure out what I wanted. I liked the cleaning fairy, so I was looking for fairy images. And I had these 2 on a page in the antiquarian sticker book, so I thought this one looks like she's saying, go and do this. And this one has her wand down, and it looks like she's saying, we're done. So I put them on the ends, and then I came up with some fun words. Let's have this fairy say, toodaloo, like to do. Except it's not so harsh as to say to do. So to do. And then I thought, well, okay, then this is going to be my today. So I'm going to do today, like ta-da. Then I'm going to do, this is what I'm currently doing. So let's do to-doing, like that's a word, but hey, it works in this instance. And then we have to-done. So that is kind of the flow, and that makes it flow across there. So that is basically any of my to-do list here is on little pieces of cardstock, leftover pieces in here. The only thing is that they sink down in here, so I think I'm going to have to cut this pocket down and make it shorter. This is the stuff that I need to do today. See, I'm recording video. I'll have to edit video later, so we'll do that. That's about all I have left to do. Oh, I should do some exercise today. So those 2. And, if I have a lot, I can stack it up. The stuff that I'm going to do first goes down here, and then it kind of goes up through the day. Now, right now I'm doing this, recording the video, so this is my doing stuff. And then when I'm done with this, then it will go in here when I'm done. So there are things that are daily, like, dishes and writing, check my critters out. Now, some of you might be thinking, this isn't for me, because I don't need something telling me what I need to do. I know I need to do dishes. I know I need to do laundry. And that's true. I mean, if you're an adult, you kind of know you need to do these things daily. But it's a little satisfying to say, have this all loaded up in the morning. Maybe I've got all of this, for instance, have it all loaded up in the beginning. And where's another one? Oh, I'm going to vacuum. And then as I'm going on, it's satisfying to say, oh, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Movement of physically moving my tasks forward, having that progress there. And I don't have to write them every day because they're already here, and it's pretty. If I have those rebel tendencies where if I see a linear list that says, today I have to wash dishes, do the laundry, go on the elliptical, I need to, whatever, check my tire levels in my truck. For me, I'm very uninspired by those lists, and I might just say, I don't feel like doing that. No thanks. So I have to sneak up on myself and convince myself in a very creative, pretty way to get my stuff done. And I know this about myself because I'm over 40 years old. I've struggled with this all my life. My mom struggled with getting me motivated, when I was younger. I'm learning more and more my tendencies. It's not that I couldn't work from those other methods. It's that this helps me to get things done, feel like it's an adventure and is satisfied in a way that works for me and makes doing things fun. Because if it's not fun, and you're probably not going to want to do it, or you might have to do it, but why not give a little bit more joy to your life than just having something that feels like drudgery? This does not feel like drudgery. It feels kind of like fairyland, magic, and prettiness, and remembering, and most of all, having a thing of why I'm doing this, focus, because, okay, you might think focusing on God, how does that help me get my things done? It's keep that focus, maybe remind yourself why you're doing these things. For me, it's being a good steward of what I have. I really need to accomplish these things so I can do the writing. Where did I put that writing card? This to me is the most important thing. And I think this could supersede a lot of the cleaning, because a lot of times as women, we think we have to have our house perfectly clean before we go and do those dreams, before we reach those dreams. Frankly, our house is never going to be perfectly clean unless your dream is to have a clean house, which I think I have a sister like that. If I only had a year left to live, this is what I would want to focus on. So I'm getting a little philosophical here on you, but it's not just a task list. It's not just a to-do list or a daily schedule. It's more about why. Why do we do this? Tell yourself why, and that can help. Maybe you need to see it every day. Maybe you only need to see it once every year. But the reason why you do these things, it's beyond having a clean house. Maybe you want to create a certain feel of your house. Maybe you want to have a cozy hygge kind of place. Maybe you want to have a retro, party pad, or maybe you want to have the farmhouse, the white and the counters and the whatever. Maybe you want to have it feel like a hug for everybody who comes into your home. So maybe you would define it there. Say, I'm doing this because I want my house to feel like a peaceful retreat. Something like that. So give yourself a little bit of focus and goal. The reason why we're doing this. Otherwise, it's all just busy work. And the only time we did busy work that was rewarded was probably in school. That's been a few years if you're like me. So that is my little chore task list. Oh, and the back is just another pocket that I had flipped back. I know that some of you probably don't need like something fancy to do your chores. I just like to have something that is inspiring and makes it fun. And also, I get, I don't know, I might have a personality thing, but I get really focused in, maybe if I start, in a project, and all of a sudden I lose track of time, and I'm thinking, am I supposed to be doing something else today? And then I can just go in here, which looks fun and creative, and say, oh yeah, I have to go check and make sure that there's fresh water in the coop today. The guineas are spoiled. Don't worry. They always have plenty of. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you for coming along on this journey. And let me know if you think this would be helpful for you, this method is, or what method is helpful for you. Because we all do this differently. And as I mentioned in my Planner Contentment series, of all the different ways that you can possibly have a planner, the same is true with this. We all do it differently, and I switch mine up too. This will work for a while. I know this is not forever, because I go back and forth between wanting to have something like this where all I do is move things around. I don't have to write it out every day, and then all of a sudden I feel like, I want to write everything out today. So there's no problem. I don't see a problem with that. It's just having a little variety in your life and keeping it fresh. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye. P.S. Hey, the sign is back. Except I accidentally ran it over with my desk chair, so I guess it still looks okay. Anyways, let's do some more of these, because I just want to mention that I have to do this the day before, because that's how when I set up my next day. So let's see here. Today will be going to be Friday the 4th. But as I'm recording it, it's actually not, but whatever. So let's open the 3rd. Hey, I got a double sticker here going on. Just so you can see it. Because I will need to have this open so I can actually set up my planner page the day before. But today, I have these stickers. Oh, I was able to fold this one instead of cutting it. This is also from the, I think it's the Paper Studio or something. They have the Wrong collection. And the page will be for December 3rd. Marie Englebright calendar. And the scripture will be Luke 1:29 through 30. I'm going to keep this one open because then I can set up my next day. Let's do the 4th. Friday. And I'm doing this again because I don't have a lot of PSs that I thought of right now. The only thing I thought of was like I got an Instant Pot finally. So maybe you guys have some ideas of some things to make. I made a turkey soup, leftover turkey soup, which turned out really well. And some steamed eggs. Because the main reason why I wanted to get an Instant Pot was my steamer, my steamer was Black & Decker. I really love that thing. Because you could steam your rice and eggs at the same time because of double decker. And those are the main things I used it for. And I know you can do that in an Instant Pot. I would love to know what you use yours for. We have December 4th, Luke 1:31. Here is the Marie Englebright calendar page. There is an unspoken bond you create with the friends you travel with. Isn't that the truth? You either love them or you don't after that. Okay, and then I have more flowers for that day. So that's the 4th. Let me know if you want to see me open more. I will save them up for you. Maybe if I'm as much as I can. Oh, let's do one more. Heck, why not? Let's do the 5th. I mean, it's going to be a surprise to me now or a surprise to me later, right? Okay. Because yours are so exciting. Oh, hey! I had managed to keep a washi in here without it falling out. Okay. We have these stickers. It's just, oh, this is only a half page. Okay. And then December, this is the weekend page. There's nothing like staying at home for real comfort. 2020, let's revise that one. There's nothing like staying home during a pandemic, but aren't we glad we do have a home we can shelter in? December 5th, Luke 1:32 through 33. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High. The Lord God will give him the throne of his father David, and he will reign over Jacob's descendants forever. His kingdom will never end. And there you have it. So now you have me through the weekend. If you want to see more, let me know, and I will do my best to do that, although no guarantees. Oh, and I will draw a new washi tape while we're together, because I didn't do that for me today. Oh, let me stick that back in there. We have sparkly silver. You know, where did I get these from? I don't really like these because they don't stick very well on their own, but they sure are pretty. And if you notice, on this thing that we just went through, this is the gold version, which it looks lovely, but I always have to use some more adhesive for it than what is there. Gosh, I'm getting a lot of shadows. I need to get better lighting, guys. I'm using what I have for now, kind of on a budget. I'm going to look into getting another light in here because it is one of the darker rooms of the house, and of course I would have that room to be where I record videos. So anyway, that is my little countdown to Christmas, and thank you for watching to the very end, guys, and I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye.